Hi everyone, my name is Natalie from Love, Light, and Pilates. Today we're going to be going through a Pilates side glute lying series. So if you're ready, let's go ahead and get started. Lying down onto the left side to begin. Your head can either be in the hand or down on your arm. Okay, so let's go ahead and stack those legs to 90 degrees, side tabletop. Lift that bottom oblique, pull in your navel. We'll take an inhale to prepare. And with our exhale, begin to squeeze this top glute, lifting the leg a little past hip height. And inhale, tapping it down. Good, we exhale, squeeze and lift that leg, and inhale, tap. Good, we're gonna be here for 8 more. I want you to constantly hold onto that squeeze in the glute. Making sure as you open that leg that your hips are staying stacked and this top hip isn't falling behind. Good, and let's go for 5, for 4, for 3, hold on to that squeeze for 2, and last one here, holding that leg up. We'll begin to do little circles coming from that hip joint. Good, circling that knee around. No movement is happening in the knee angle, so you're keeping that perfect 90, but just moving from that hip joint. Holding on to that squeeze. Good. Keep on going here. Make sure you're tapping into that powerful breath throughout this series. Breath can help us through so much. Good. And we'll go for 3, for 2, and 1, and beginning to reverse directions, taking it back. Good. Perfect little circles coming from that hip joint. And let's go for 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the leg up. Begin to tap the knees together and then tapping the toes together. Good. So what we're practicing here is internal and external rotation of the hip joint. So as we tap our knees together, you're internally rotated, tapping toes, external rotation. Healthy hips should be able to go back and forth with ease. Internal and external, back and forth. It should be pretty easy to go back and forth between the two. Make sure you notice if one is a little bit funkier than the other and really try to pay extra attention to that, maybe pausing for a millisecond and really trying to open the knee or vice versa. Lift the foot to the ceiling. Good, let's go for 6, for 5, 3, 2, and 1. Hold the knees together. Begin to flex this top foot, and you're going to begin kicking that leg behind you, and then tapping the knees together. Good. We exhale, kick that leg behind, and then tapping the knees. Let's check in with the abdominals again. Is that oblique still lifted? Belly button still drawn in? Keep it engaged here. We have 9 more. Inhale, tap, and exhale, pushing away. Good. As you're pushing away, I want you to imagine that there's extra resistance in that push. So it's hard to kick that leg away. In Pilates, oftentimes we add resistance into our movements, and it is that much more effective. So really push it away. Act as if that leg is even heavier than it is right now. Good. And here for 4, for 3, full extension in that knee, full extension. And last one here, holding that leg up, pointing the toe, and beginning little pulses. At this point, the leg is definitely getting pretty heavy, so stay with me. You got this. Squeezing the booty, lengthen through the knee, pointing that toe. And let's go for 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then bring it in, start to touch those toes. Now we're going to extend the knee in front. Touch toes, extend knee. Good. Keep on squeezing that glute. I know you're feeling it by now because I definitely am. Good, and we'll go for 8, for 7, 6, 5, full extension in that knee. Good, for 3, pointing the toe with this variation. For 2, and 1. Holding that leg up. Dear Lord, let's do our pulses again. Pulsing up and down. Extend that knee. My leg is shaking at this point, but we got it. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest that leg down. Punch out the glute if that feels good to you. And then we'll go ahead and roll onto the back for a quick figure 4 stretch before switching to the opposite side. Cross the ankle of the glute we just worked over the opposite thigh. Begin to lace your hands through your legs. You can either grab behind your thigh, or if you're a little bit more flexible, perhaps the shin. Start to flex the right foot so that we can get that side glute stretch a little bit deeper. Good. Pull those legs into you, and we'll stay here for 2 big breaths. Inhale through the nose, and exhale, let all that work go. And inhale through the nose, exhale, let it go. Good. Then go ahead and set those feet down onto the mat, and we'll turn ourselves around to the opposite side. Okay, so coming down, remember you can be on your hand or your arm, either or. Just a little side note, when you're up on your hand, it's a little bit harder to keep your bottom oblique engaged. Just a little side note. Okay, so stacking those legs to 90 degrees, we'll take an inhale to prepare. With our exhale, begin to squeeze the booty and lift that leg higher than hip height. That height, this range of motion, will be different for everyone depending on how stable you can keep your pelvis or stacked hips. So focus first on the stacked hips and then working your way up to having a real open leg as you lift that leg up. Good. Squeezing the booty. Relaxed in the top shoulder, away from that ear. Let's go for 6. Squeeze the glute for 5. For 4. 3. 2. And 1. Holding that leg up, let's go into our circles. Circling that leg, coming from the hip joint. Good. And let's keep this going. We have 7 more. And here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And beginning to reverse, taking it back. Good. Woo. And let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding that leg up, really heavy at this point. Is this side harder or is the last side harder? I think my left side is a little bit harder. We'll start tapping internal rotation, then external rotation. Good. Play around with this range of motion. How internally rotated, how externally rotated can you be at that hip joint? Good. Still squeezing the glute. We always keep that consistent. Let's go for 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold those knees together. Begin to flex the top foot as you kick that leg away and then tapping those knees together. Good. Kicking it away. Squeeze the glute. Extend the knee and tap. And tap. And here we are for 9. For 8. How's that mouse house doing? Lift that bottom oblique. We don't want to kill our mouse friends by dropping our side body. And here for 5. For 4. 3. And for 2. Last one here. Let's hold that leg up. Point the toe and our tiny little pulses. Feel like lengthening from the tip of your big toe to the top of your thigh bone. Lengthen that leg. And let's go for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in, touch those toes, and extend the leg. This is where it really gets hard, at least for me. We extend that knee and point that toe. And here we are for 8, for 7. Good. Keep on going. I know that leg is heavy. Here for 5, for 4, 3, for 2, and 1. Hold that leg up, little tiny pulses. Pull that belly button in, relaxed in the upper body. Let's go for 6. I'm gonna have to rest my head down to keep on going. Here for 2 and 1. Then rest that leg down, punch out the glute. Wow, that was hard. Let's go ahead and roll onto the back again and get that same figure 4 stretch. Crossing the ankle of the left glute, now over the opposite thigh. Flex your left foot so we can get a deeper stretch. Thread your hands through, and we'll start to pull that leg into us. Here we are for 2 big breaths. Inhale through the nose, and exhale, let it go. Nice work today, everyone. Inhale through the nose, and exhale. Good. Then let's go ahead and drop those feet down to the mat. We'll come up to seated. Taking a big inhale, lifting those arms up. And exhale, floating your hands down to heart center. Thanking yourself for showing up for you today, doing something kind to your body. Until next time, sending you lots of love and light. Bye, everyone.